Welcome, welcome, welcome. It is day 8 here on our 90-day challenge. Today we are chatting all about cycles. Why are cycles important? How can you connect with your cycle? Why do you need to connect with your cycle? My name is Nina Sachs. I am a yoga teacher and well-being coach. And this is my channel where I share all things helpful, useful to you. We are doing in a 90-day challenge at the moment. It doesn't really matter when you join, the recordings are here. The important thing is that you follow through. And that's why every day I'm sharing a short little video with you so that you can feel inspired, motivated, and continue with moving towards the goal that you set for yourself right at the beginning of this challenge. So, welcome. Awesome to have you here. Cycles. Why are they important? Well, the reason why this is coming up today is number one, I had a shit day yesterday. Yes, I did. Even as a health coach, as a yogi, we have crap days, and it happens. And I had the wisdom to pause. I was in one of those very victim-y mindset modes where, oh, poor me, and everything just felt like it was hard work and it was too much and nothing was going my way. We all have these days. The important thing that I realized is that I have this kind of feeling occasionally, sometimes, once a month, during about day 20 to day 22 of my cycle. Now, if I wouldn't be aware of this, yesterday I would have probably changed my whole marketing strategy, everything that was upsetting me, why I'm not making sales, why this isn't happening, why that isn't happening, why life is feeling so tough, why me, poor, poor, poor me. And I would have probably changed and jumped ship and done something else and. Vertebrates tend to do that very well. And so the lovely thing is that Craig also knows this about me. And he was able to just sit and chat with me and say, okay, Nina, how do you feel? Okay, why is this, And we were chatting. And so because of that, I was then able to grab my journal. Pity I don't have it here. It's sitting there on my desk, at my other desk. And I went through and I was looking, okay, where am I in my cycle? And I was like, yes, day 21. If I haven't been in rhythm, I know that around this time, this is when I start to feel unhappy, where I start to question myself, where I think of all the things that are going wrong. Now, I would only have come to that realization, or I only came to that realization, I should say, is because I have been charting my cycle for the last 3 years. So for those of you who know Andrea White, she is a fantastic well-being coach as well. She focuses a lot on cycles and menstrual cycles. I'll actually, and when I get back from town, I'll add her details below and you can connect with her. And the important thing is that what I learned with her is actually just to chart. It's not like you have to have the answers straight away. It's actually you just want to see and notice if there are patterns. I love that. Did you hear my mindfulness bell go off? Pretty much, I have an app on there that goes off on the hour every hour, and it is a mindfulness bell that reminds me to just pause. So we can do it together. We may as well do it together. We're here. Take a deep breath in. And take a deep breath out. And when we do that, when we just have a pause in our day, it helps to reset and recalibrate. So where was I going? With Andy, cycle awareness, she was coaching me on my cycle because I was having very heavy cycles. And you're not going to solve the problem immediately. But what happens is that you pick up patterns. And I was able to pick up this pattern that around day 20 to day 22 of my cycle is often when I have an emotional dip. It's obviously something hormonal that's happening. I don't need to understand exactly which hormones are down and out and whatnot. It's just understanding that there is a tendency for this to happen. But now I would only know that if I would be tracking my cycle month after month after month, year after year after year. And so that is what I actually want you to start doing. If you're not tracking your cycle, please start doing that because you're going to learn so much about yourself. You're going to notice when you have those high days, when you're feeling good, when you've got energy to do it, and then you'll know that you've got a period where you can really buckle down and do work. You're going to feel when your body feels strong and good, and you can really do those hardcore workouts. You're going to notice when your body feels a little tired and achy, and you just want to do gentle restorative yoga. and realizing that these cycles are actually quite repetitive, and picking up what they are, because then you can start planning your day and your week and your months as well. So I can plan my weeks for busy weeks, work weeks, in those days, that phase when I know I'm going to be strong. And I pull back my coaching calendar when I know that it's just before my cycle starts and I need to go inward a little, I need quiet, and I don't want to have too much interaction with the outside world. And I pull my calendar right back during that phase. And this is what is helpful. So this is what I want you to do, start doing, is tracking. Now, it doesn't matter if you are menstrual, if you are menopausal, if you are postmenopausal. I want you to start tracking, because if you're menopausal or postmenopausal, the moon cycle is really, really helpful to notice how you feel, because you probably automatically kick in with the natural energies of the cycles of the moon. You, just because you are not bleeding anymore doesn't actually mean that you don't have hormonal cycles working through your system. You still have it. They're just not as intense as us who are still cycling, or those of us who are heading into or going through perimenopause. So that is the reality. If you're menopausal, postmenopausal, use the moon chart. Notice how you feel when it's full moon. Do you feel full and vibrant and like you've got energy? And when it's new moon and things are releasing, do you feel that you just want to withdraw a little? Or is it the flip way for you? But if you don't start charting it, you're not going to notice how you feel, and you're not going to be able to adapt and, what's the word? Kind of like just not lose the plot completely when you have one of those bad days. And then you'll also be able to plan. If I would have been smart enough, I would have actually been planning that this could be a possibility of coming in. I actually needed to just pull back a little and not overexert myself and not question myself. And so this is my tip for you today on day 8. Know your cycle. Start charting your cycle. It is never too late. If you're in your 20s, start it now. If you're in your 30s, start it now. If you're in your 60s, start it now. If you're in your 80s, start it now. It doesn't matter what age you are. Just start noticing. And again, I'll pop a link into the descriptions below on Andrea White, Over the Moon. She has the most perfect journal that helps you with this. So if you're not used to charting it, I would strongly suggest investing in one of her journals. And I get nothing for this. I just know that I only kind of like kind of like suggest products with those that I'm actually personally using, or those that I know work. And I know her journal works because I'm using it and it's working well, and it's helping me recognize that. I know her 2025 journal is secret, is at the printers. It's probably coming out soon. So it's probably going to be on the market very, very soon. And I know she's only done a certain amount. I think she may have only printed 50. So you want to get your hands on that before it is too late, before the end of the year. So be sure to check the link. I will update the link as soon as I get a chance with her details. And then definitely start doing that. You don't need a diary. You don't have to have a diary to chart your cycle. You can just use a normal journal or your phone as well. Oh, things are going crazy here. Do you do it the way that's going to work for you, but have it in a system that is systemized. In other words, that you can then track monthly. What I love about Andy's, I'm going on about this, I do apologize, but is that like at the end of every month, she has a wheel and you write like all your daily words. And what you can do at the end of the year is you can then see like, how do they resonate? Do you have similar words at similar times of the year? Month, I should be saying. So I was in a slump yesterday. It was a shit day, I must admit. We all have those. The realization is that I knew it was going to pass. Once I realized what day of a cycle is. Today I'm much better. Today I'm like back to my normal self. But I could have gotten myself down a rabbit hole if I wouldn't have known that. So, Andy, if you're watching this, thank you so much for being such an amazing coach and coaching me through that and guiding me through that. And for those of you who need a little bit of inspiration, please start tracking your cycle. It's going to make it so much easier in the upcoming weeks when we do start pushing closer and closer to those 90 days, making sure we reach our goal. Have a beautiful, beautiful day. See you tomorrow.